Here with Mr. Sam Bahour of Applied Information Management, AIM, and he's here to speak to us about the Palestinian philanthropy and his experience both in Palestine and the diaspora, considering the fact that he was born in the US. So, Mr. Sam, thank you so much for accepting to do this interview. And would you like to introduce yourself and tell
Sure.
us more about
Thank
yourself?
you for inviting me. My name is Sam Bahour. As was said, I'm a Palestinian American. I was born in Youngstown, Ohio. I relocated to Palestine after the Oslo Peace Accords, and I've been here ever since. I work in the private sector as a business development consultant, and I was part of establishing the Palestine Telecommunications Company.
Okay, excellent. So, would you tell us a little bit about what you know about Palestinian philanthropy in general, whether it's here in the diaspora, just tell us a bit about your background.
Sure. I mean, I can say that I've been involved in philanthropy all my life, from the States, trying to support various efforts in Palestine. And definitely once here in Palestine, philanthropy is part and parcel of the makeup of society. I guess my experience would start by saying that one word, which means a lot to us in the West, in the US, philanthropy, probably is not a single word that can be defined for the Palestinian activities which could be classified as philanthropy. What do I mean by that? During, for example, the first Intifada, we started in the States a family sponsorship program where we tried to link families in the Palestinian diaspora with families who were living here under occupation to support them on a monthly basis. That's clearly philanthropy, but it doesn't fall into the traditional sense maybe of philanthropy. I was involved with several Palestinian diaspora organizations. I'm from a city called Al Bire, and there's an Al Bire society in the US. And part and parcel of our work was to raise funds to support various efforts back here in Palestine. So we supported cleaning the city, we supported the library, we supported scholarships for students. Again, definitely philanthropic activity, but not in Arabic, maybe there's not one word that can define it as such. I've been involved in several civil society organizations, everything from political think tanks all the way to the Palestinian Circus School. All of those efforts are sustained by Palestinian and non-Palestinian donations, which could be classified as philanthropy as well. I also sit on the board of a bank, of the Arab Islamic Bank. And that's an interesting reality because one learns through living this society that from a religious perspective, there's one of the pillars of Islam is zakat. So zakat is where you give every year a percentage of your income to those that are in need. That is a very prominent way that many Palestinians give back to the community. But they don't give it under the slogan of philanthropy, they give it under the slogan of their commitment to their religion. We would classify that as philanthropy for sure. So I think the most important experience that I can classify is that there are a multitude of activities that happen in the Palestinian society. One can call them philanthropy, but sometimes it doesn't take a very structured form. For example, in the West, we can see foundations, corporate social responsibility funds, which are the vehicles that philanthropists can involve the society. In our society, you might find somebody from the larger family, let's call it the clan of an ex-family, who supports a couple scholarships for students within his larger extended family. So there's not actually a foundation which is facilitating that kind of philanthropic activity. It's more of family ties or a high net worth person who just wants to help a school. They might do it directly. So I would say that there's a lot of direct individual support, and it's harder to classify and to measure because we don't have those structured organizations. It's changing. I think probably it's healthy to have both. The ability to have structured organizations and the ability for the door to be open for individuals to donate to the community.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Sam.